Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is Jimmy Kimmel's career is over. It's pretty much done and lost because nobody really likes him. Nobody watches him. And I think cable television is just over. And I don't think that the left is going to be able to deal with this. They're going to cope. They're probably going to come on to my channel and say, like, you're just lying about this. You just hate Jimmy Kimmel, blah, 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 like they've always have done. Mark down my video because they just can't accept the reality. But this is just kind of what's been going on here. Now, I could bring some caveats or some other things here as well that be regarded to maybe this is just a one-time thing, but it doesn't look great here. So what we have here is obviously from Outkick, like what to make of Sinclair's Jimmy Kimmel Live decision made the show's 70% ratings drop. Says ABC reinstated the late night host early this week after a brief suspension, and Sinclair agreed to stop preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live on its ABC affiliates effective immediately. Nexstar, which continued to block the show on its 32 affiliates, is likely to follow. Station owners like Sinclair and Nexstar would never have much long-term leverage. ABC could eventually cancel and replace its affiliates ahead of the 2027 Super Bowl, which would significantly damage Sinclair and Nexstar's annual revenue. Nonetheless, Kimmel and his supporters will undoubtedly tout the events of the past week as a win over Donald Trump, who sharply criticized ABC for bringing Kimmel back on air, which it wasn't really a good thing because what we end up finding out is that Sinclair and Nexstar refused to air him on the airwaves at all, are going to still replace him, and they didn't, in which he only got maybe a marginal, at best, return from what he had from the airwaves. And then it goes on to be like, I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back, blah, 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 blah. And it's not going great. And what we have here as well is it's gotten worse. It's just gotten worse. Still, Kimmy's long-term future with ABC remains a question. For those wondering if Kimmel could retain his newfound momentum, his ratings on Wednesday suggest no. While Wednesday's average of 2.4 million is well ahead of Kimmel's norm, 1.7 million, it marked a near 70% drop from Tuesday's record of 6.3 million. Ooh, scathing. Because what we have here, guys, is the Jimmy Kimmel Live is 2.4 million. The Wednesday for Gutfield was 3.2 million. The Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert was 1.9 million. And the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is 1.2 million. So he dropped considerably in a great regard. And this is the thing here. See, the leftists, what they do is that the leftists, they'll always go out and say that they support these things or support this or that. But they don't ever put their money where their mouth is because, well, they don't have money. They don't ever have money, so they just don't put their money where their mouth is. And if they really cared about what they were going to do, they would try to subsidize, or if there was any of you if there was actually a lot of you, you will be able to make up the difference of the other half of the country essentially not wanting to support your ideal or your stuff. But the thing is that you guys don't watch what you support. You don't watch what you advocate for. You just make these things clappity clap, 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 and then you don't support or do what you want. Yes, we can see here that Jimmy Kimmel Live has gotten a big boost, but he's dropped 70%. Why are you guys not still watching him? It's probably because the guy is not really all that funny. He's stupid, and he makes political jokes and stuff like that. Now, again, here's some other things as well, because we have Jimmy Kimmel's ratings fall off a cliff again after post-suspension viewing bump. So obviously, this is not just a Republican thing talking about this, all right? So that's what we have here. And the thing is, guys, let's be $1.50 here, all right? It's that people just don't want to listen to politics 24/7. It's that simple, man. Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert, a lot of these people are all politics. And unless you're really into it, nobody wants to do it. And that's the problem. And that's another reason why your movies that you guys are advocate for and stuff like that, why they're all failing. They're failing because nobody wants politics in their stuff. Plain and simple. Like when I watch a movie or when I play a game, I do not want to play a game or watch a movie that has politics in it, whether it's left or right. And Jimmy Kimmel is all politics. I think he was doing a lot better when he didn't delve into politics, when he wasn't showing he was an absolute psychopath. But that's neither here nor there. And there's another reason why Jimmy Kimmel's days are numbered, because Jimmy Kimmel's contract with ABC is set to expire on May 26th. So he had a 3-year contract here, and it's still not looking great, right? I mean, so if his numbers are going to collapse at this point in time, and within 46 hours, give or take, they drop within that time frame 70%, and then we're going to see on how big his ratings or how much his show is coming tomorrow and see how big it is. But if it's anything, if it jumps to like 86, 90%, I'm sorry, you leftists. I'm sorry, you radicals, but it ain't looking good for you. That means his show will be canceled on May 26th, within a month, give or take. Possibly less, because this guy is costing them too much money. He's costing them too much money. And then if we go here, guys, we'll do this live. Jimmy Kimmel, how much is he how many has he been paid? And he earns $15 million to $60 million a year. Okay. So, and then we go to Jimmy Kimmel Live. How much are they losing? And of course, we have stuff here. It's not going to show it. Well, I don't know why it's not going to show this. And of course, we've got Fox News here. Money. Let's just do this. And it says with a potential loss of $20 million per year. That means they're only gaining a net of $5 million at best, guys. At best, if not $4 million if it's $16 million. And so what do we do here exactly? What do you guys do? If they're only gaining a net positive of $4 million from the show, which is not talking about the marketing costs and all this other stuff that they may come to it or what have you, it's not good. It's only a 4 to 5 million surplus at best. This is not worth them actually wanting to do it. I mean, they're losing $20 million, guys. Like, what are we doing here? So you guys expect for the company to keep this guy on? He either has to take a tremendous pay cut, and I mean a tremendous pay cut, in order to even remotely keep him on the air, or they sack him when his contract's over in May 2026. He is not long for this world, guys. So you guys are like, oh, it's good. No, this is just solidified. He's actually done. If you think a company is going to keep you when you're losing them money, I hate to break it to you folks, but that ain't how the real world works. They are going to fire you, they're going to lose you, and you're not going to gain any money. Okay, that's it. That's plain and simple. Companies are to the behest of themselves. They only want themselves. So when he gets fired and he gets removed, your little boycott or your protest is not going to work here, because again, he is not due to actually wanting to be saved. He can't. He's making them lose money. At the end of the day here, guys, it's doomed. I think it's doomed. We'll see on how doomed he is tomorrow, because his show starts again tomorrow. But if he gets another surge, okay, then you guys will prove me wrong. But if he doesn't, and if it's down even more, that ain't good. That ain't good. That means it's done. And I hate to break it to you guys, but things are not looking up for him. And you're going to have to face the reality that's there. And if you can't do that, well, that's on you for being lunatics and having too much copium. So that's on you guys. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.